Now let's discuss how we can optimize the bid in a campaign which has placement modifier. So this is the placement data for a particular campaign, and we usually apply it only in the exact match. It is also available in the SN targeting, but we do not apply it there. It is not available in the video ad targeting. So this is how it usually works. For the top of search placement, it has 100%. What does it mean is, for example, if my bid was 60 cents, I am allowing Amazon that for the top of search placement, like first page, top spots, I'm willing to pay up to $1.2, double of 0.6 or 60 cents, double of that amount I'm willing to pay only for this particular placement, not for product pages, not for the rest of search. So outside it's 60 cents, but inside with around 100% bid adjustment, your CPC is going to be $1.2. How you are going to optimize the bid? Are you supposed to take into consideration the 60 cents or $1.2? What is going to be the final bid? How we are supposed to do that? There are dozens of questions which you need to cater. So for this, we have a sheet here. This sheet was crafted by one of my student in the first coaching session which we did for Amazon private label, and this is what we are using right now. It makes things pretty simple. So I'm going to share the link of this sheet in the description of the video as well, so you guys can have access of this and use it on your ease. So this is the placement bid calculator with fixed and down only bidding. In this sheet, it's for up and down only. So you can use it to change the percentage modifier. You can see these white cells. We can do the changes here. For the rest of search, like you saw in the screen just a couple of seconds back, for the rest of search, Amazon has not properly given access to the placement modifier. For the rest of search, Amazon has announced it will do, but still we could not see on most of the accounts. So for the rest of search, it's standard as 0, but for the product pages and top of search, we can do the placement. So let's say here, like the scenario which I was discussing, it's around 60 cents and the placement top of search is 100%. So it's showing the maximum bid of $1.2. Now you want to decrease the bid because your ACOS is high and you want to decrease it to 1.08. So there can be two different ways of doing it. For example, you do it from 0.6 to 0.55, and with the top of search placement constant, you can see this is how the bid is going to be $1.1. Or let's say you keep it as it is, 0.6, and for here you put it like 90%, then you can see what is going to be the bid. So you can see the final bid after putting up the placement, and before executing the changes, you can play the role in this sheet and check out what's going to be a final bid. For this section below, let's say I want to play a bit different here. Like I discussed in the above example, my bid here is 0.6 60 cents, and for product pages I want to keep it same 60 cents. For rest of search, we cannot change it, so then again it goes without saying it's going to be same. But here, when we did optimization from $1.2, we say that we want the final bid at top of search around you can say $1.1. So this is what should be the top of search placement. And if I put it here around 83%, you can say it's showing me the target bid, the desired bid. So you can use this simple formulation to take the decision of what should be your top of search placement, what should be your bid to optimize that part. Now here comes another question. Should you optimize the bid or should you optimize the placement? How should it work? It can go either way. You can optimize the bid to achieve the target maximum bid, which is around $1.1, or you can optimize the top of search placement as well. What to do? So for that decision, what we do is we take the ACOS into consideration. So if the ACOS at the rest of search is high, let's say this ACOS was around 80% and the ACOS here is 50%. So what I'll do is I'll decrease the bid. I'll decrease the bid from 60 cents to you can say 50 or 40 cents. And I still want $1.1 to my top of search placement. So if I come up here, because my rest of search ACOS is higher, like you guys can see here, the rest of search. Now I'm playing the role here. You are supposed to assume the numbers here. It's not showing as it is. So first scenario is my ACOS is higher at the rest of search and lower at top of search. Now what I want to do is I want the rest of search bid to be decreased by I want the top of search bid to be maintained. So for that, what I'm supposed to do is, let's say I decrease the rest of search bid by I want to say that instead of 60 cents, I'm only willing to pay here 40 cents. Or you can still do it here as well. But I want my target bid to be same. So this section is giving you the answer for that part. My rest of search ACOS was high. So I want, instead of 60 cents, I want to spend 40 cents here. But then again, I want that my top of search placement or my top of search bid should be same. That is 1.1. So in that case, I would decrease the bid to 40 cents and I would increase the top of search placement to 175%. So this is the scenario. The second scenario, in this case, the answer is you would decrease the bid and maintain the top of search placement. Now in the other scenario, your like let's take this scenario as it is. Your ACOS is ideal or achieving your target for the rest of search, and it is higher for the top of search placement. In that case, you're not supposed to change the bid. You will only optimize the placement percentage. So in that case, what we are going to do is we are not going to play with the bid here. We are going to let's say the bid is same 60 cents, but instead of 100% top of search placement, we are going to decrease this to 83%. Like my target first was $1.2, it was 100% top of search placement, but I can see the echoes at rest of search is fine, but the echoes at top of search is higher. Now I want the top of search echoes to get lowered down by 1.1, so I'm going to decrease the top of search placement to 83%. And when the echoes is lower overall than your target echoes, then it doesn't matter either you increase the bid or the placement, either way it's fine.